Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to the penultimate weekend of the F223 Ollie Bearman career mode. Yes, we're back at the Temple of Speed for the Italian GP from Monza. We're still leading the championship, but there is 2 points in it between ourselves and Theo Pourchaire there. Benavides still within a shot as well, just 9 points back. But really then from Fittipaldi down to Amaury Cordeel, they've just got to hope for a really good weekend here if they want any chance at the crown. It has been an insane championship fight up to this point. If you missed out on the videos last weekend from Zandvoort, wasn't it? The Dutch Grand Prix, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. But yeah, can we continue on our good run of form? Can we get another win on the board? Can we try and head into Abu Dhabi with a bit of a championship lead? It's only time will tell, but here at Monza, we all know anything can happen. Speed is the name of the game here at the Temple of Speed, but that being said, these Formula 2 cars aren't particularly aerodynamically limited, so we can actually get away, I think, with running slightly more wing than you might expect around this venue. But yeah, we've got to make sure that we get a nice, clean, tidy qualifying lap in. I think still we've only taken 2 pole positions this season. Most of them have gone to my Prema teammate in Frederick Vesti, who's on a 4-pole streak in a row. Will he make it 5 today? Will we be able to try and trade blows with him? I need to start inside the top 10. We've not been very good at that in recent times, so if we could get a top 10 start here, I would be very, very happy. Braking late into turn 1 there, a little bit deep. That's not going to be good. And you can already see on the exit turn 1, Theo Pourchaire, my big championship rival, will just get a little bit of a margin there. We need to really focus up. We want to try and put this thing somewhere worthwhile, but we just have got no one-lap pace here at the moment, way down the order as we make our way in towards the final hairpin. Alboreto, curve or parabolica, either way, it is still a tough old challenge trying to get the power down on the exit. And well, we've had pretty poor qualifying sessions in recent weeks, but this one absolutely takes the cake there. It is last position on the grid for the Italian GP. That has been a disaster. Well, there we go. Theo Pourchaire will be starting from pole position then. That gap now down to just 7 points. But I guess we can take solace in... Sorry, no, that gap between obviously myself and Theo is nothing, isn't it? So Theo Pourchaire now is right with me in the championship. At least Brad Benavides is starting this one a little bit further down the order. But 7 tenths away from pole position is not good enough to beat anyone here. Boy, oh boy, we have now got to get our elbows out.
Welcome everybody to the heart of Italian motor racing, Monza. We're here with Formula 2 for what ought to be an extravaganza of excitement and action. Let's head to the start line and get underway. Monza is situated 12 miles northeast of Milan. It's 3.6 miles long and offers 11 corners. 7 of those are chicanes, putting a premium on good braking stability and traction. With a good slipstream plus the other 2 DRS zones available, there should be a good number of passing opportunities on offer. Turn 1 at Monza is famous, or should I say infamous, for serious contact and incidents, especially on the opening lap. What are your thoughts on that, David?
Yes, this chicane is a tricky one. A lot of time you see the more experienced drivers hold back from full throttle to keep themselves safe as everyone tries to squeeze into the racing line after the opening straight.
Well, here we are then, ready for the penultimate weekend of the season, starting both races from the back. But it does reckon we can do the medium strategy here. So have they finally fixed the tyres inside F223? It does look like everyone's on mediums. Maybe it does actually work this weekend. I will be absolutely shocked. But no, it's the wrong way around, isn't it? I'm a moron. It's 5 red lights anyway. And it's going to be lights out. And away we go. Well, not if you're Stanek or Jack Doohan there. Getting a really good run as we make our way down in towards turn 1 there. One of my best ever starts inside F123. Fittipaldi, though, says good riddance to that, but we're still going to have a look down the inside in towards that first corner there, side by side with Ralph Boschung. I think we're 3 wide on the exit of the corner. Oh, no! We just have to back out of that one, but Boschung clearly wanted me to back out of that one earlier than I'd ever intended to. Tiny bit of front wing damage. That hopefully shouldn't cost us all too much there, but up 6 places then off the start of the Grand Prix. Make that 7 and make that 8 as we'll get back down the inside of Boschung in towards the next braking zone there. We are going to have to be a man on a mission this weekend, but yeah, obviously I'd forgot that it's not the medium tyres. Obviously you want to start this race on, is it? It is the softs. That is the aim of the game, but not inside this F2 career mode. Really, really wish, you know, I've been saying it for what, 3.5, 4 months now? How EA Cody's never got round to fixing this, I will never quite understand, which has been a shame, and I think why a lot less people have been interested in this series, because, well, yeah, strategy doesn't really come into it all too much. They're a tiny bit wide on the exit of the Ascari chicane, as we can see Deruvala and Cordeal having a bit of a battle in front of me. But yeah, I think Theo Pourchaire, eyes are going to be on him this weekend to see where he can end up in this sprint race, of course. If he can score any points, he will jump me in the championship. There is Arthur Leclerc leading the way at the end of lap 1. Only 11 laps though, so there really isn't a lot of time to do anything around this venue. But if ever you're going to get a crazy race, Monza is a fantastic candidate for it. Cordeal and Deruvala again side by side in turn 1 there, as I just outbrake myself ever so slightly behind them, trying to make gains. I'm not able to find anything. Still these two side by side as we make our way through Curva Grande. Will it be Cordeal who will have the inside for the next chicane that gets the better of Jay and Deruvala, or will he just have to back out of it? How can I use this scenario to benefit ourselves there? Not like that. Cordeal backs out, and we don't gain anything from all of that. But unless we get some big battles up the road, you can just see Cordeal and Deruvala battling so much here. They're costing everyone so much time behind them. But I don't think they're really interested, as again, just running a little bit wide on the exit of Ascari, maybe trying to attack that a bit too much, like I'm in a Formula 1 car. But yeah, DRS now enabled in this afternoon's running, so we might be able to start thinking about how we can get a run somewhere. There are still battles going on at the road, so I think we can get past these two. Points definitely not out of the realms of possibility today, but it is just so tough. And you can see you pretty much get to the red line in these cars very quickly anyway, so not really a lot you can do about it. Down the inside of the Deruvala, turn 1, no. The AI, I tell you what, they are racing me hard today. They know I've got a lot more at stake. Well, for the life of me at the moment, I just cannot find a way around these AI. We are really struggling for speed and confidence here at Monza. I mean, look at that again. That time around, we've taken out the, I think it's Liquimolly sign on the exit of Ascari. Just every time we get a huge wobble on the exit. Gonna try and stay around the outside of Bosch on there. There was a little bit of contact between us, but we are just falling backwards at the moment. So clearly the pace on Friday has carried over into Saturday's sprint race. All we can really hope for is that Theo Pourchaire isn't running inside the points, as here we go, 3 wide then back down in towards turn 1. No idea who that even is on my outside. Jack Crawford by the looks of it. Well, I mean, we'll have to turn in somewhere because we got a car on my outside. We've been tagged twice through turn 1, and this is just an absolute disaster. But unless those AI in front start having an absolutely massive battle, I don't see a way in which we get back up to that gaggle of cars up there. I think it extends into the points. It is only the bottom end of the points, but yeah, we are just losing so much time. Obviously now they're all in the slipstream of each other, and I just cannot do anything to find it back. Well, all we can really hope for at this stage of the race is that potentially we can throw a bit of a spanner in the works in the GP tomorrow. I'm tempted to pit, completely throw this race away, but if I can actually press the right button, save these medium tyres, so that way we can only one stop in the Grand Prix tomorrow. Of course, if the AI have to use a double soft set, it might give us a huge lifeline here. So, I mean, we're not going to score points today. Sat down in P14 there, the AI in front just aren't battling hard enough, and we're losing time to them still, and just really, yeah, driving into no man's land. But yeah, I think if we box now, take a set of soft tyres to the end. Of course, that'll mean we've got one slightly worn-in set of softs, but it means our medium tyres are potentially going to be in much better nick, so we could try and snooker away the win tomorrow. It is a big strategy. It might work, it might not. We've got no idea at this stage of the championship, but we've got to try something, I suppose, to give us a better chance in the main event. You can already see, I think that's Rab Boschong that's pit already in this GP then, so making our way at the final corner. This feels utterly bizarre, pitting inside a sprint race. They're only just able to get the car slowed down on the marks. I mean, yeah, Boschong's done the same thing, so we've kind of got to cover him off as well. You know, maybe he'd get an easy win in the GP tomorrow by doing this. I mean...
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Theoretically, if the AI were more intelligent, this would really open up quite a can of worms in this game. Because what you'd have is everyone outside the top 8 pitting, but then people inside the top 8 might want to pit to know they might score points in the main event on Sunday, and therefore people outside the top 8 might then not want to pit because they got a chance to score points in the sprint. Very, very confusing. I wish it had just been patched, to be honest. But yeah, 3 laps to go of this sprint race. We need to try and get a result still. Well, we need to try and get fastest lap. That's all we can really do. Crawford at the Grand Prix. I mean, a safety car now would be quite funny. It's too late. But it could potentially give myself and Boschong a bit of a chance here towards the end of this. But yeah, is this Italian GP weekend going to be one to forget? All will be decided tomorrow. Well, there we go. Arthur Leclerc is going to win the sprint race here from Monza for him, and Dams really has come alive in the second half of this season there. Not quite sure who it is following home. It's one of the Virtuosi cars. So I think must see where it can't be doing because he was way down the order. Can't remember who the other one is off the top of my head, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, making our way then in towards the final couple of corners. You can see we haven't even had the pace over Ralph Boschong here. So we can only hope that this strategy tomorrow is going to play into our hand. It might be big brain. It might be pea-sized brain. Only time will tell. Out of the final corner, it is a very disappointing P20 here at Monza.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So another fantastic victory for Dams today. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
This race, this win, was about one thing and one thing only: consistency. Anyone can be quick for just one lap, but there's a difference between that and being quick every lap, over and over and over. If you can do that, if you can gain ground when your opponents make mistakes, but then not make mistakes on your own, you can just push and push.
Dams, another team with a huge amount of history, based right in the heart of motorsport near Le Mans in France, have once again shown their formidable abilities out on the track with yet another win today. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Theo Pourchaire takes over the top spot in the Drivers' Championship standings, following today's solid performance. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Arthur Leclerc. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in the pack, and he was good enough to take the opportunities.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams' Championship. ART have extended their lead over the championship. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you there. Take care.
Well, there we are then. Arthur Leclerc, and of course it was Zane Maloney that finished P2 in the sprint race here. Isaac Hadjar and Kushmaini scoring big points there for the Indian driver, beating out Hauger, who started from the pole. But Theo Pourchaire, 10th to 6th, He is looking formidable this weekend. Very, very scary indeed for myself. It does mean championship-wise, though, well, he's taking the lead at the top. But yeah, with only, what, about 60 points available, it is still anyone down to Fred Vesti still in that championship fight there. 12 drivers still in it. A few of them now slowly but very quickly are going to start getting knocked out of that fight there. Constructors-wise, though, ART with a 28-point lead at the top. We're now tied with MP Motorsport in P2. So Fred and I need to get our act together as we move into the main event tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon when Formula 2 returns, ready for the feature race. You guys, I promise, do not want to miss that. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.